On average, a pregnant woman will gain about 12 to 15 kgs throughout the pregnancy.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Ask Me Doctor Weekly Q&A. I am Hazel from motherhood.com.my. Some people say pregnancy is the most beautiful period in a woman's life. But you might also be wondering how drastically your lifestyle will change, especially if you're caring for 2 or more. Today we'll talk to Dr. Timothy, obstetrician and gynecologist from Tongshin Hospital and Sunway Medical Center, Velocity. We'll answer the top 10 questions that you submitted earlier on our Facebook and Instagram. These are the 3 categories for our questions: physical changes, diet changes, and activity. Number 10. What are the body changes that I can expect?
All pregnant women will experience some form of body changes. Weight gain is one of them. On average, a pregnant woman will gain about 12 to 15 kgs throughout the pregnancy. Skin changes are also common, mainly itchiness over the stretch marks, dark lines appearing on the abdomen, and as well as acne outbreaks in some. Back aches and pelvic pain are also common, mainly due to the stretching and relaxation of the ligaments that support the pelvis and the back.
Number 9. What is the amount of weight gain during pregnancy?
Normal weight gain depends on the woman's BMI at the start of the pregnancy. BMI is calculated by dividing weight in kilograms over height in meter squared. Based on WHO guidelines, a normal BMI is between 18.5 to 24.9, while a BMI of 18.49 and below is considered underweight. A BMI of 25 to 29.9 is considered overweight, while a BMI of more than 30 is considered obese. For a woman with a normal BMI, the normal weight gain in pregnancy is about 12 to 15 kg, while for an underweight woman, the normal weight gain should be around 12 to 18 kg throughout the pregnancy. For those who are overweight, the weight gain should be less, at about 7 to 11 kgs, while for a woman who is obese, it should be even less, at about 5 to 9 kgs throughout the pregnancy.
Number 8. When I'm pregnant, am I really eating for 2?
It is a myth that pregnant women should eat for 2. You do need an increased intake of certain nutrients, vitamins and minerals, but this is in the right balance. If you're eating excessively, chances are that your calorie intake are in excess of your calorie usage. Pregnant woman only requires an extra 300 calories per day. In short, if you are taking excess calories, this will contribute to excessive weight gain.
If I'm a vegan pregnant mom, how do I eat appropriately for 2?
It is important that you take a varied and balanced diet during your pregnancy. As for vegan, you need to ensure that you are getting enough vitamin B12 and iron, which are mainly found in meat and fish, as well as vitamin D. You may want to include dark green vegetables, fortified cereals, wholemeal bread, fortified soy meals, as well as dried fruits in your diet. As some of these vitamins and minerals may be deficient in a vegan diet, you may need to consider supplements.
Number 6. Drinking a cup of coffee a day is safe for my baby. Is that true, doctor?
Most evidence of caffeine usage and pregnancy are inconclusive. Caffeine is not only found in coffee, but also in tea, cola, and energy drinks. Excessive caffeine intake during pregnancy are thought to cause miscarriage and a low birth weight baby. However, the evidence are inconclusive. It is best to limit caffeine intake to about 200 milligrams or less a day.
Number 5. How can I control my craving while I'm pregnant?
You can have food and drinks that you crave, but remember to take them in moderation. You can substitute unhealthy food with healthy alternatives like dark chocolate, frozen yogurt, dried fruits, nuts, wholemeal biscuits, as well as low-fat dairy products.
Number 4. How can I stay fit when I'm pregnant? Is there any exercise I can do? Is there any exercise I should avoid? Or I should only avoid exercise for the first trimester and I can continue back, in the second and third trimester?
You should remain fit throughout pregnancy because exercise also helps to improve your stamina for labor and delivery. Exercise does not cause any harm to the baby during the first trimester. Exercises that are safe during pregnancy are walking, swimming, stationary cycling, yoga, as well as water aerobics. However, if you have any complications like bleeding in early pregnancy, a low-lying placenta, a weakened or incompetent cervix, rupture of membranes, or preterm labor, you should be cautious and speak to your doctor before embarking on any exercise.
Number 3, when I'm pregnant, can I do Kegel exercise?
Kegel exercise or pelvic floor exercise helps strengthen the pelvic floor muscle that supports the bladder, vagina, uterus, and the bowel. In pregnancy, Kegel exercise helps women to gain control of the muscle that are involved in labor and delivery. It is also recommended to do Kegel exercise after delivery to promote perineal healing, to regain bladder control, as well as to prevent pelvic organ prolapse in future.
Number 2, is it safe to travel during pregnancy?
It is usually safe to travel before 36 weeks of pregnancy unless you have some pregnancy complications. Most women will postpone their trip during the first trimester because of morning sickness as well as fear of miscarriage. They will start traveling from the 4th to 8th month of pregnancy. If you are flying, do check with your airline regarding their policy. Most airlines will allow travel before 36 weeks of pregnancy, but if you're traveling after 28 weeks of pregnancy, you may need a letter from your doctor. If you are on a long journey, either by flight or road trip, there is a risk of developing deep vein thrombosis. So remember to keep yourself hydrated and stretch and exercise your legs and feet during the journey. If you're traveling overseas, you may need vaccination for certain diseases and illness that are common in that country.
Number 1, is it safe to have sexual intercourse during pregnancy?
It is perfectly safe to have sexual intercourse throughout pregnancy from the first trimester up to just before delivery, as long as you do not have any complications. Sexual intercourse does not cause miscarriage, preterm labor, or harm the baby. However, you may need to avoid sexual intercourse if you have vaginal bleeding, a low-lying placenta, a weakened cervix, or rupture of membranes. However, during pregnancy, you may need to experiment and find a comfortable position, especially during the later stages of your pregnancy.
Thank you GetDoc and Dr. Timothy for answering our question today. If you sign up for GetDoc Plus, you are entitled for concessionary rate when you book your next consultation with Dr. Timothy. Stay tuned for our next weekly Q&A. Remember, submit your question before Thursday so that you stand a chance to win free 2 years of subscription from GetDoc Plus and also 10 ringgit motherhood.com.my voucher. See you all next week. Thank you. To learn more about pregnancy nutrition, tips for breastfeeding and delivery procedure, check out Motherhood Parent Craft online.